What's going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993 country for episode number 73 of WWE Turner. I apologize. These next three turns are coming a little bit late, but I had no time after we got off the air last night from that very long but productive review of Monday Night Raw. Talk about last night's emotional roller coaster ride of the episode of Monday Night Raw, as a lot happened on that show, and a lot happened for the good as well. Well, of course, as far as this go home for Evolution, that was mad on that part. Of course, Roman Reigns being diagnosed with leukemia, you never want to wish that on anybody. So once again, prayers for Joe Anuai, if you pronounce his last name right correctly for once. But we had three turns happen. I know I remember my rumors. I may wait on one of them, but I think I'm going to just go ahead and get out of the way because I believe that could have been a face turn. But first, let's talk about the first turn that happened. That kind of started happening on last week's episode of Raw after the main event when the Shield defeated the team of Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, and Dolph Ziggler, aka the Dogs of War, or War Dogs, whatever you want to call them. And afterwards, Strowman laid them out. He was done, working with them and whatnot. Then McIntyre laid him out with a Claymore kick. And then last night on Raw, Strowman came out and confronted Paul Heyman that he's not gonna have Brock Lesnar come back and do what he was doing before. And he says, I know we've had our differences in the past, but when Roman Reigns whoops leukemia's ass, he's gonna come back and he's gonna be first in line for a title shot. And he says because Brock Lesnar is gonna get these hands. And then McIntyre laid him out again with a Claymore kick. Later on in the night in the main event, he came out and he targeted McIntyre solely, and they brawled, out of the arena pretty much for the most part. So what can I say about this? Braun Strowman is officially a babyface once again, which is where he should have been. Didn't like the heel run because it was just not the right time to be trying to make Braun Strowman be a bully, and people should hate. Again, he could have feuded with Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, but it could have been face on face. It didn't have to be a face and heel dynamic, even though again it was wrongly produced because once again Braun was just cashing his briefcase and the Shield costed him. But again, I'm not here to rant too much about the Shield, and because again, all the respect to Roman Reigns now with him, Joe Anuai going home to deal with his health and everything, which once again prayers for him. But so my thoughts were, I thought in the long run, after this feud with Roman and the Shield was going to end, I felt Strowman was going to be turning back to being a babyface anyways. He had a bad taste in my mouth. It's like, okay, you did the damage already to his character by having him be a heel for no apparent reason. And they tried to turn him babyface, kind of like nothing happened. It was nice of him to have him put over Roman the way he did. But of course, now I'm like, okay, now don't have him be like Roman or the Shield's like biggest cheerleader next, whatnot. But again, that taste that's in my Raw view washed away last night when I do like how he came out to the ring. The only person he just targeted was Drew McIntyre. He didn't try to be the Shield's best buddy or anything, which I'm sure eventually we will have, well, Rollins at least. We'll talk about someone else a little bit later on. I'm sure at some point we may see a Strowman and Rollins team up, maybe, but hopefully there is a brief story behind it, kind of like how whenever John Cena and AJ Styles teamed up, I believe it was last year when Styles was the U.S. champion, and it had like a simple story where Cena came out the first, accepted the open challenge, and then didn't go over. It ended up being a tag team match against, I think it was Owens and Zayn, maybe I can't remember who Owens' partner was, but they had a backstage segment where Cena it's like he respects Styles from from all that happened there a few, which again it felt it worked great. It didn't just have nothing happen between those two. I'm hoping that's the case with Strowman teaming up with the baby faces again on Raw. Strowman needing a baby face again is must necessary. I mean, he's over like crazy. The crowd loves him. He's doing a lot. Why wouldn't the crowd want all of a sudden hate him for just trying to cash in the Money in the Bank contract? I like Ziggler and McIntyre as a team, but to me, it was obviously that Strowman's role as a babyface was warranted to be there. Again, they could have done something else with Strowman and Roman besides having just having Strowman being the heel again. What not going just made absolutely no sense. So next Friday at Crown Jewel, if Crown Jewel is still on, Crown Jewel, we have the opportunity to make things right again. And to make Braun Strowman's cash look like a flop because he's getting the match he deserves because Brock Lesnar interrupted his Hell in a Cell match, which again was a strange idea. So So yeah, again, just book Strowman as a babyface, not trying to act all buddy people. He just recently had issues with once again. And we should be fine. Hopefully, Braun Strowman will be your next Universal Champion. And then the feud we'll see afterwards is Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre for the Universal Champion, which would be fresh. It'd be awesome. I cannot wait to see it. And, I wouldn't mind Strowman getting around the title, but maybe McIntyre can get the title of Strowman. I think Strowman would be a great opponent to put over McIntyre as well whenever the right time comes. So we'll see what happens, though. But Braun Strowman is rightfully yet once again a babyface. So, guys, what are your thoughts on Braun Strowman being a babyface once again? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And be sure as always to click buy, like, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirBrownie3. And as always, please stay tuned for more WWE Turn Alert.